When the kids were young, we had pink horses and dolls and girl toys, things that are considered girl toys, you know. My friend came to the house one time and described driving into my driveway, and the entire clothesline from beginning to end was little pink clothes. And that is an image that I will never get out of my head. When Ian identified as a trans person, I now had to challenge my own understanding of womanhood, femininity, and gender. The change in my own person because of caregiving for him was pretty significant. We really had a very average life with our really great kids. Ian was an A student, a super talented musician. His smile was the most unbelievably beautiful thing I've ever seen. You appreciate that when you lose it. When Ian was about 12, we really noticed a change in his personality. He really closed in on himself, and he went from that, having panic attacks, to self-harm and suicidal ideation. And we thought for a while that we were going to lose him. We didn't understand why until during the summer between grade 8 and grade 9, he disclosed that it's because he was a transgender person, that looking like a girl was really traumatic for him. And I just remember the most overwhelming sense of relief, because all of a sudden I now had a problem that I could learn about and support him through. And I just remember thinking, wow, I can actually do something now. When our children were born, we gave them all family names. And Ian had a very feminine family name, and I loved Ian's name when he was given it. And then it changed, and I really struggled. I struggled to give him the honor of the name that he chose for himself, and using his pronouns correctly, because I had been for 14 years calling him by a different name and pronouns. And I can remember beating myself up time and time again for misgendering and misnaming him. It is so much harder to unlearn something than it is to learn something new. Ian and I have had an incredibly close relationship by virtue of having spent a lot of time sitting in cars and driving to and from appointments. The first appointment that Ian had was with a psychologist. My son was so frustrated because he was having to justify his identity to a medical professional. For him, he had been examining his thoughts and feelings for many years by that time. And so, having to sit with your child and talk through that really opens up opportunities to dialogue and to understand each other in a very, very deep way. When my children were small, I did all the things that I was supposed to do. I had to be the right kind of mom. I had to look the part. I volunteered. I was on the school council. We were part of our community. And I did all of those things because that's what I was supposed to do, because that's what good people do. And when Ian came out, I really appreciated that sometimes you can do all of those things and it doesn't matter. You'll never get the love and respect or admiration or validation from some people that you're looking for, and you don't need it. That was a big change for me. Caregiving to a child who now is living authentically, observing that in my own child and empowering him to be able to do that, empowered me to do the same thing. Ian has always been a great student. So right now he's between second and third semesters at law school. I saw an Instagram post that he had done, and he and his friends had gone swimming, and I hadn't seen my child swim for many, many years because he wouldn't put on a swimsuit. The joy that I see there was the joy that I saw when he was a small child. The pride in himself was so beautiful. I missed him. I was so glad to have him back.